So the president of El Salvador said in a meeting with Donald Trump in the White House that he would not order the return of Maryland man who was deported in error to a Salvadorian mega prison. Quote from him here. The question is preposterous, he says. How can I smuggle a terrorist into the United States? I'm not going to do it. Then he added, he would not release the man into El Salvador either. He said, I'm not very fond of releasing terrorists into the country. This is the man in question on your screen there.
Donald doesn't mind releasing terrorists into the country.
Well, he invites them over. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the man here, Abrego Garcia. And he was deported to the mega prison there in El Salvador. And it's already been found that it was an error, that he shouldn't be there. So the Justice Department has been ordered by the court to figure this out. Lawyers for the Justice Department have argued that asking El Salvador to return him would be considered foreign relations and therefore outside the scope of the courts. The filing from the Department of Justice said the federal courts have no authority to direct the executive branch to conduct foreign relations in a particular way or engage with a foreign sovereign in a given manner. This is the exclusive power of the president as the sole organ of the federal government in the field of international relations. Sending somebody to a mega prison in error has nothing to do with foreign relations. You pass the buck, disingenuous piece of human garbage. It's unbelievable. So the Trump administration acknowledged that he was processed in error, an administrative error, and they've simply said, too bad. A district judge, Paula Zinnes, directed the administration to facilitate and effectuate his return. The Supreme Court has upheld the directive. The backside of this, on the Justice Department, they said they interpret the court's order to facilitate Abrego Garcia's return as only requiring them to remove any domestic obstacles that would otherwise impede the alien's ability to return here. It also added, no other reading of facilitate is tenable or constitutional. Facilitate.
They're just going to have to send the CIA in to get him.
Yeah.
Black Hawk helicopters.
Exactly. So Pam Bondi, you know, that blonde idiot that's the attorney general, she said it was up to El Salvador to return him, not the U.S., even though the U.S. are absolutely 100% responsible for him being there. And she said if El Salvador wants to return him, they would facilitate it because the courts have said so. But Stephen Miller, White House Homeland Security advisor, stated outright, no version of this ends with him living in the United States. So right there, after all of this rhetoric and semantics about language and lawyer speak and all of that, it was finally flatly said by somebody in the administration, they don't want him, they're not taking him back. And yet, they know he did nothing wrong.
Why are they so keen on keeping him?
I don't get the whole, well, he took off from El Salvador, and in 2019, the Supreme Court in America said he can't be sent back there because he could be persecuted. That's why we've let him into the United States. And Trump has used this as a way to send him back. So I personally believe that all of this is complete and utter horse crap. And what's truly going on is Trump had that guy singled out and returned in exchange for, sure, we'll take your prisoners, send them over to our mega prison. I fully see this as his transactional thing, and this is a deal that was pre-made. That's my opinion. Yeah.
Who knows at this point?
Yeah, well,
Crazy.
Yeah, true enough. But come on, it's Trump. I don't think it's a conspiracy theory so much. Just a healthy suggestion.
No. I mean, it's just a basic general fuck up, which everything else has been so far. So, you don't need a conspiracy to understand a fuck up.
Yeah. And there's rumors going around that he's not even alive. Exactly. So it's a really, really nasty situation. I think he was singled out and taken there for retribution. We'll see. You've got a good one here, don't you?
Yeah, it's a bit of a cheery thought here because, Bernie's been at it again. The crowd of 36,000 people packed in Gloria Molina Grand Park on Saturday for the biggest stop yet in Bernie Sanders and AOC's nationwide fighting oligarchy tour. Awesome. And I am not going to say AOC ever again because I'm getting fed up with that. People saying AOC because they can't be bothered to learn her name.
Yeah.
It's Alexandria. Hang on, what's her name again? Alexandria. At first, I thought it was some sort of arm of the government. I didn't realize it was a person. Right? Yeah, I know. And everybody's just like saying AOC. Just learn her name. Yeah. like I just did. Alexandria. Call her Alexandria. Yes. Or Alexandria Cortez. Yeah, just do that. Anyway. Anyways, it's all squarely aimed at Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and the billionaire class. They say are rigging the system. The crowd stretched half a mile through downtown LA, and Sanders wasn't shy about rubbing that in, referring to Elon Musk's claim that the most attendees were paid plants. Bernie asked, "Anybody here got paid to come today?" And the crowd thundered, "No!" One guy goes, "I did." And Sanders
they beat him within an inch of his life.
And Sanders turned his attention to Trump. He says, Bernie said, "I invited him to come to LA, tell the people why cutting Medicaid and healthcare, give billionaires tax breaks to such a great idea." He mocked Trump's obsession with rally size, joking Bernie can't compete with Trump, before poking behind him and saying, except, well, maybe today. He also had a message for Elon Musk. He says, "You're damn right I've been talking about oligarchy. The difference is I'm not warning we're heading there anymore. We live in an oligarchy now." And he's damn right. Sanders described the billionaire class as very religious, but not in the traditional sense. Their religion is greed and more greed. AOC, otherwise known as Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she said, followed a fiery speech of her own. Calling the current moment is terrifying. We are watching students, neighbors, and activists being fired, targeted, and disappeared, just like we just talked about. Yes. She named activists like Muhammad Kali and Rumaysa Ozturk. They're all foreign names. There must be trouble. But they're
with names like that, how could they be in America?
Exactly. But they will be detained without charges and slammed by the normalization of elected officials trading socks. All the Trump. Oh, while Trump, she said, sorry, this is a terrible manuscript I got here. All the while Trump said, she said Trump is manipulating the markets behind the scenes. And this week's tariff shuffle, it wasn't about American manufacturing. It was about stock market games. Trump held his billionaire friends by the dip before flipping the markets back up again. And that insider trading was for a presidential seal.
I totally agree.
She concluded Donald Trump is a convicted felon, a fraud, a market manipulator, and he enriches himself with the billionaire cronies, not the people, not you, and not me. Mm-hmm. The rally ended with Sanders declaring, "When Trump and Elon look out of this crowd, they are scared because they know what we know." and they are 1%, and we are 99. Actually, I think you're a bit more than that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're 1%. You know, they're a bit less than that. Just a couple of guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's like the 0.1% now.
Yeah. They're up shit creek.
Yeah. Bernie's kicking ass with this. It's really working. Tim Walz going around in the red states doing town halls and stuff. This is good. I am very impressed. I hope more start and keep going and keep going.
Yeah, it's going to have to. I mean, the numbers are big, but it's still not big enough.
No, not even close yet. And the protests as well. I mean, yeah, let's tie it all together and really get the word out, because America's got to take their country back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thanks for joining us, everybody, and click like, share, and subscribe on your way out the door.
Yeah, and don't forget to leave a fiery speech in the comment section and rally the troops.
Very good, very good. Rally the troops. See you soon, everybody. Bye.